everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Jacqueline and today I am doing the Booktube Newbie tag. So I'm actually not a super new YouTuber. I actually have a main channel that I've been doing for about 2 years, but I realized that I also wanted to start a Booktube channel because I was doing bookish videos on my regular main channel and I just realized how much I loved them. So I decided to start a Booktube channel. So we're gonna go through these tag questions. And so to start off, question number 1 is why did I start this Booktube channel, which I kind of already told you about, but so a couple years ago, I actually started getting into reading again, and I was in high school and then going to college. I didn't have a lot of time for reading. I was a really big reader when I was in middle school and stuff, but once you're kind of working, having to go to college, you just really don't have time, or I guess I didn't make time to read. So it wasn't until later on, after all of that was done, that I decided I wanted to start reading again. So I picked up just some of the books that I had heard about recently that were popular. So things like Divergent, The Hunger Games, Gone Girl, all of that kind of stuff. I think I even read Twilight. And so I started reading those a couple years ago. That's probably about 3 or 4 years ago now. And I realized how much I actually did really enjoy reading, but I didn't have anyone to talk to about with it. My husband was getting very annoyed when I finished a book and it was amazing and I was telling him all about it because he is not a reader, and he would just kind of nod his head and be like, okay, yeah, whatever, sure. So I realized that I actually wanted to start a book club so I could talk to people. So I started a book club on Facebook, and that's actually grown into this really great big community, and I absolutely love it. From there on, I've been reading so many books, and I had also had my main channel of YouTube going on 2 years ago was when I started, and just with all of that coming together, I just realized how much I wanted to actually make YouTube videos also about books and talk to people on YouTube about them, not just Facebook, not just Instagram. And so that's why I finally decided to start a Booktube channel, because I just realized that talking about books made me so incredibly happy, and so I wanted to do things that made me happy. I wanted to do things that I was very passionate about. I wanted to talk about things on YouTube about, things that I love that I'm not gonna get tired of, and so I said, why not start a second channel and make it all about books? Number 2 are, what are some fun and unique things that I can bring to Booktube? That's actually kind of a hard question. I didn't sit and read these questions and think about this before I started filming because I want it to be raw, and honestly I do just want to be myself. Now, something that I find is different from myself compared to other booktubers is that you probably will not find a lot of hauls on my channel because I am kind of a minimalist at heart, and I really like saving money. I love being frugal, and I'm not very much of a rereader, and so you won't find me buying a lot of books. I actually don't hardly ever buy books, and this year I'm on a total not buying any books ban, if you want to call it. It's just very easy for me. I usually will use my library, which is actually pretty good for where I live, and so with my TBR, I try and wait until books are available at my library and before I actually read them. Or because of my book club on Facebook, I've made so many friends there, they might actually send me a copy of a book if I want to read something like that as well. I really don't have to buy books, and I really want to push people to use their library system and not have to always buy as many books, because I don't know, sometimes it gets kind of a hoarding status type of thing. I don't know, that's just me. If you buy books, that's totally fine. I don't judge people that do that, but that is something different for myself. You're not gonna be finding a lot of hauls. You're not gonna find me unboxing book boxes. That's just not me. Other fun and unique thing I think is that since I already have a book club established, it's already been going on for about 2 years, I think that you'll actually really enjoy watching my videos and also joining my book club to learn more about me and be in more of the fun activities that we do over there. I'm not always going to be talking about all of the things that I'm doing here on YouTube, so if you do want to really get to know me better and get to know my book friends better and really have fun with readathons and TBR challenges and even exchanges, like we do bookmark exchanges and blind date with a book and like all these fun things, then you'll definitely have to check out my book club. I do have the link down below just in case you're interested, but I feel like that's something different because I feel like a lot of other booktubers start on YouTube and build up their channel that way, and then they try and make a book club later on. And so for me, I just feel like that's fun and unique for me. I already have a book club. You can join it if you want, and then you can also watch my videos here on YouTube. Number 3 is what am I most excited for about this channel? So honestly, I'm excited to make more book friends because I can't believe how many I have made through my book club on Facebook. So I really want to like get into that community that everybody's been talking about. Number 2 is I just really love talking about thrillers, and I feel like there's not as many booktube channels here on YouTube that talk about thrillers. So I feel like that kind of makes me a little different, and I'm very excited about it because I'm hoping that other people that really like reading thrillers or suspense or anything like that, I hope that they are able to find my channel and enjoy it. And I'm not judging anybody, but I feel like a lot of the booktube channels are a lot of like YA and fantasy driven. And so for me, I don't watch as many booktube channels just because I can't relate to the people as much. So I'm hoping that all of you thriller lovers will find me and be able to relate to me and my books and my book reviews and all of that fun stuff. Number 4 is why do I love reading? And that is a crazy question, actually, if you sit down and think about it. I just really enjoy reading almost like real life situations. I think that's why I like thriller books. I love putting myself in that like position when I'm reading. And so say for instance, they're dealing with something very traumatic. Like I love thinking about how would I be in that situation. And so I feel like it's almost like I can live different lives just reading all these books. I love good like psychological thriller books because I love being like shocked and surprised. I love all the twists and turns. And so for me, it's almost just like a very entertaining thing that I do is reading. I really love it and I'm going to continue doing it, and I just feel like it's also like really good for your health. I love that I am more into reading than I am to sitting and like binge watching Netflix or something like that. And so I don't know, it's just, I love it. Is there any more explanation? Number 5 is what book or book series got you into reading? So when I was younger, I really loved like the Nancy Drew series. I love Laura Ingalls Wilder, but I was homeschooled my whole life, and so I really only had the books that kind of like my mom grew up with. I did read a lot of books for school, so I actually read like Lord of the Rings for school and The Hobbit and all that kind of stuff. But then again, I didn't get to read until just a couple years ago. And so I remember reading the book Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris. And after that, I like knew that I absolutely loved psychological thrillers. Like that was my all-time favorite. And so I think that book really, really got me into reading. And that was the first book that I remember like sitting down and literally reading in like the span of a couple hours, not getting up and doing anything. I was so engrossed into this book. Hats off to you, B.A. Paris, for getting me into reading again. Number 6 is what questions would you ask your favorite booktuber or booktubers? So I actually have 2 people that I really, really enjoy watching their videos. Like I watch every single one of their videos, and that's Books and Lala and Gabby Reads. Like I love them so much because they also talk about thrillers and also some new adult romance, which I also like. And so I literally love their videos so much, and I love their creativity. If I were to ask them questions, I never would even think, what would I ask them? I guess I would ask them if they wanted to do a collab with me. That'd be fun. I just really want to like get to know more booktubers. And so I don't know, like I wish that Kayla from Books and Lala and like Gabby from Gabby Reads could like be my BFFs and we could all like talk about books and like do a meetup one day. I just think that would be like super fun. Number 7 is what challenges do you think will be the hardest to overcome when starting a booktube channel? And a lot of people probably are very new to YouTube. I don't feel like I'm gonna be making as many mistakes as I did when I started like my main channel. I was, brand new to YouTube. You don't really know how to film or edit or anything like that. So I do like that I started my channel after I already knew how to be a YouTuber, but I also don't know as much about the booktube community, and I'm not a fan of Twitter, and so I realized that I need to start learning how to Twitter. So I know that Twitter is definitely going to be one of the like mostly challenging things for myself, and so I'm going to be like researching and doing that. The other thing is just becoming better at book reviews. I am not very good at like, I don't know, talking about books or like having a synopsis. I feel like other people say that like I'm fine, but for myself, I wish I could just have like the words flow better. I don't know. I'm just a real life person sitting over here. So I guess if my videos aren't perfect, it's all gonna be okay. So I think that's all for the Booktube Newbie tag. I actually am gonna have another tag coming out next week, and it's gonna be about me, so you'll learn a little bit more about myself. But I wanted to just end with like a quick little bio. My name is Jacqueline. I am 27 years old. I live in Virginia, but I am from Pennsylvania. I love thrillers and new adult romance, and I'm just super, super excited to like be here on Booktube and for everyone to start watching my videos. I just cannot wait to make new friends. So if you want to become friends with me, definitely leave a comment down below, or you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter so that I can get better at it, or join my book club on Facebook. Let's just all be friends. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I will see you all in my next video. Bye everyone.